So welcome back to my channel, and this video has been so late. The last video was like 9 months ago. Sorry for that, guys. So the new video is here, and I don't think so I will be making a very detailed video. It will be fast because most of the details are given in the previous one, and also you don't need to do so much. Okay, so let's get started and wrap this up super fast. So first of all, you will get this zip, 7-zip exactly, and it will, as always, link will be in the pinned comment. Don't forget. And first of all, you need to extract it. So first, please extract. I know many people are new to computers and they just start it up, but please extract. I'm using Nana Zip, 7-zip, WinRAR, anything you can use. Just extract here. Password, I'm showing you, just see from here. And no, I won't be giving the password in the comments if you ask, even if you ask me. Please, I'm just typing it here. Just see and copy. Okay, snailwhitey@2026. Just click OK, and here you go. So first of all, Fusion. Now, as soon as you extract it, you might be bombarded with things like virus, threat protection, and all that. So I won't go into that shit. Why is it a virus and all? Uh, I just explained in some previous videos also. So to fix that, first of all, you need to do this before. Also, you can do, like, you should do this before only. So open your Windows security, virus and threat protection, and come to manage settings. You don't need to turn these off. Okay, you can keep these on. Just make sure this automatic sample submission is off. Okay, and then come to add or remove exclusions, and then click on add an exclusion, select folder, and come to desktop or wherever you have extracted that zip. So just select that folder and click select folder. It will be added here. Okay, so now that's the first thing. Second thing you need to do, again click on add and folder, come here, type here percentage local app data percentage, press enter. You will be here. Now you will find a folder named Fusion. If you have like run the software before, if you haven't, so you won't find it. So just create one folder. For newbies, I'm showing how to create a folder also, because many people don't know how to create a folder. Create a folder, just select folder, and done. That's it. You don't need to turn off your virus and threat protection, and you'll be good to go. Then you can just click on this easy, and it will tell you what it will do. Please read it if you know how to read English, or else you can just ignore it like the rest of the people. Click OK, and it will just connect to server, and then it will start. Now one more thing, if your timing is incorrect here, so then it will show incorrect time and all that. So fix it. It will show you the steps also. But if you still can't fix it and you have to do it manually, ask ChatGPT how to set time manually. It will help you. So now we have downloaded it, and that's it for the setup of this. Now you just need emulator. For that, you can come to Telegram. I'll show you just now. And this is the channel. Okay, not any other channel. There are some fraudulent channels going around in my name. Don't join them. Only this is the real channel. And after joining, you should also join the group chat if you want help. So after joining, you should download the XAPK of Bgmi from here. You can also do from Play Store, but this is for offline installation. Okay, if Play Store isn't working or something like that, so you can use this. And also MuMu, we will use the MuMu emulator. So just go to files, so just click here and scroll down files. If you are using Telegram desktop official one, the steps might be different, but only this. I'll give the link of also of this, so you don't need to worry. Just search MuMu and you'll find this 4.1.33. click show in chat and just install this. Okay, normal installation. It will be in Chinese, but you can just use Google something. You don't even need that. So you just press next, and it will install. So that's it for that. And then the issue will be that the emulator will be in Chinese. So to fix that, you can come to optimize. First you need to do verification if you are free user. So just click on verification and do the verification. Very easy, but it needs like 1 minute. So that's the only issue. But if you don't want to do, you can purchase subscription. The emulator will be in Chinese, so let me just fire up the emulator. So MuMu, you can see MuMu Player 12, but you don't need to worry, it will be in Chinese. So what you need to do is just click on optimize here, and click on change language to English. So as soon as you click it, it will download some files from the internet, so it will take time, only 10 MB files. Then you will see this, okay, and then restart this, it will be changed to English, and that's it. Now you can install the Bgmi APK from here, and downloads, wherever I saved it, APK you can install here, and it will be there, and then you can just come here, click start, and it will start. And also one more important thing, the resolution of the game. So for that you can click on tools, and you can select 720p or 1080p, and you have 1440p and 4K also, but these are for only the subscription people. So if you are using free, then you can use this only. And quality HD, I think is HD is the best for everyone. But if you have a very low end PC, or if you just want to squeeze the maximum FPS possible, then you can go with smooth or balanced, or else HD will be the best for everyone, even who have VIP. But if you want like the maximum FPS possible, then you should go 480p and smooth. That will give you the maximum FPS possible. But personally I use 1440p and HD. That works the best for me. I have a 1080p screen, but still I use 1440p because it gives more clarity than 1440p, and I like the movement and all that in that resolution. That's why. And if you just save it, it will become. And now when you start the game again, it will be 1440p resolution.
Form up on me. Marked a vehicle.
Also, if you need like Google Play services inside the emulator, then you can click on this thing and open, click on this blue button. Now we can change the language of this also to English. I'll show you just in a minute. Let's just install the Play services first. Okay, now it's downloaded, and you just click this again and it will start installing. Now if for some reason you are not able to install Play, okay, also before like installing this, let me tell you, this is not mandatory to install Play services. So if you use Facebook to log in, okay, and or Apple login, or even Discord or something. I haven't tried Discord, but Facebook or Apple, you don't need Play services to log in. You can just use the XAPK to install Bgmi, and then start Bgmi and just log in through Facebook or that Apple login using the browser. That is perfectly fine, and you can do it, because when you install Play services, it will like run in the background and will take more resources, so you will see more frame drops. Okay, so and that is the primary reason I prefer Chinese version, not because that there is some magical difference between them, because the Google Play services is not available in the Chinese version, and it is optional basically. So if you don't install it, it will not run in the background. You won't see notifications or and any of these like services, and it will not use it up in the background, so your game will give more FPS, less stutters and all that kind of now things. How to change the like some this thing to English? Okay, inside the system we changed the outside part. Now inside the Android system, so just come here, open settings, just scroll down maximum you can scroll, then click on this eye icon, first option, again first option, plus, then you can see English here, click English, and then just drag it upwards, and done. Now you can remove this Chinese thing also. Remove. And now if you close it, you can see it became English, except for this is just folder name. You can change the name. Like after you logged into your account, you won't be needing Google Play services. Okay, so for after that, what you can do is, for better performance, come here, apps, and disable all the useless apps like browser and all that if you have logged in, and you don't need to log in again. Okay, and like if you get logged out for some reason, then you can easily just uh, after disabling, you can enable them, as you can see, and you can log in again. So I recommend you disable all the apps which you can disable, and that will be the best for getting better performance. You won't be able to disable all apps, but whatever apps you'll be able to disable, please disable them like I am disabling. Okay, so let's proceed to the next part. Okay, some things to note here. um, you might get pop-ups like this. Just close this and you might get this update available thing. Shit, don't update. Okay, click on update later and do what I'll say. So just find the MuMu Player shortcut in the desktop. It will be this. Okay, right click, open file location, and here you can move to here, and you can see this MuMu Player updater, statistics reporter, service, crash reporter, remote. Just delete all these files. You don't need them. Yes. And if it says like this, so you just need to close this. Try again. Still, then you can go to task manager. Type here MuMu Player. And you can do end task for all of them. Then try again, and it will delete it. And now when you start MuMu Player, it won't ask for updates. Okay, so like this you can fix the updates, auto update, so it doesn't auto update to latest version and you get crashes. So now let's just do the settings part of this. So I'll explain you the settings. Graphics card rendering mode, it should be Vulkan. Like Vulkan is the best mode, you won't get glitches or anything. Then comes performance configuration. Okay, before discussing that, this thing, Vulkan is the best mode, but there is also DirectX, and sometimes in your PC Vulkan might be disabled. So if you have a relatively new PC, then that should not make a difference. Like if you have a relatively new PC, then Vulkan should be enabled. But if it isn't, then that means there is some problem with the configuration of your graphics drivers. You need to like do some research on your own. Why isn't it working for your PC? There is not like one fix that works for every PC, because like every PC is different. So you need to find that on your own. And DirectX, why I don't recommend this on DirectX, uh, buildings and the things in the game start to flicker, so it isn't a good experience. Performance configuration, I like to give all the cores of my PC, um, all the cores, so that it gets the maximum performance. I give 12 cores, all of my cores, to the emulator to get the maximum performance. RAM, you can also give all the uh, RAM of your PC, but it won't use that much, because if you have 16 GB RAM, but if you have like 8 GB RAM, then I won't recommend giving everything, because that will slow down your computer. You should give like then 4 GB or 3 GB something if you have 8 GB RAM. And about this thing, some people have like this conception thing, like if you give all the cores to your CPU, of the CPU to the emulator, then how will Windows run and everything. So if you give all the cores to the CPU, then it will utilize all the cores, but that doesn't mean that Windows won't get any cores to use. It will still use the same cores only. It will just if you don't give all the cores, it will be like telling to the CPU, that the emulator, that you are able to use only 10 cores. So the remaining, let's say remaining 2 cores of my PC will be available to Windows. No, Windows will use whatever cores it likes. And it's even if you give like 12 cores, it's not like that it will use all 12 cores equally. No, it uses some cores more and some cores less. So depending on that, uh, and Windows will figure it out which cores it wants to use and which core it doesn't want to use. You don't need to like worry about that. You only need to worry if your Windows is unoptimized, so it's using a hell lot of resources. Only then you need to like give less cores to this to make it stable. If it is optimized, if you give all the cores, there is no issue. And graphics, use better screen performance, don't use less resource usage. Don't use less resource usage. You might get graphics glitches in this. Okay. Display, set the highest resolution, or you can make custom resolution here. DPI, don't worry about the DPI, ignore it. Frame rate setting, make it 240. Don't make 121 and 166, that kind of that's just useless. Just make it 240. If you want to display the frame rate, you can choose that. The rest of the things are ignoring things. Also make sure to remember you want to use read only system disk. Okay. And model, anything you want to keep, anything, you can keep anything. I recommend you keep, just select something from your like S24 Ultra and be good with it. No need to set a custom model here. Also doesn't matter because this doesn't affect anything, but just keep this first option, high configuration. And don't enable root. I'm saying don't enable, not enable root, because I don't know, many people just enable the root. Don't enable it. And then save the setting, restart, and that's it for the settings. Okay, now a very important setting. Okay, without this your experience on emulators will be absolutely horrible. And now that is like the, I would say, highest biggest reason why FPS drops are occurring on emulator. And that is due to one feature from Windows, which is virtualization based security, which was introduced with Windows 11, but it became um difficult to disable for the common people with Windows 11 24H2. That is the reason if you are feeling heavier frame drops after that period compared to before that period, not due to bypass, which is some what some people feel in their hearts, but they don't have what it takes to tell me, but they want to tell. So now how do we figure that out? How do we disable it? So, and before disabling we need to know if it is enabled or not at all. So for that you can come here, problem diagnosis, and check if Hyper-V is enabled or not. Now Hyper-V is not the issue. I mean Hyper-V is, but not directly. Hyper-V is the underlying technology it uses to run. So if Hyper-V is enabled, then VBS is also enabled. You can think like that. But if Hyper-V is disabled, then virtualization based security can never be enabled. So like that. For now, Hyper-V is disabled for me, but for many of you guys, it might be enabled. I mean, it will be enabled. So you need to disable it. You have like 2-3 options to disable it. You can get the exe from BlueStacks, or you can get a DG readiness script from Microsoft itself. But I don't recommend both of them because both of them are useless and they can like mess up your Windows installation. The best way to disable it is what I'll show you now. So first of all, you need to disable core isolation. And one more thing, let me be clear that you can play without this. Without disabling it, you can play, but you will have heavy frame drops and FPS issues. Okay, even if you have a high-end PC, very high-end PC, i9 4900K, even then you will have frame drops. You will get 40-50 FPS and you wouldn't be able to guess why. And I think this is the most like important factor why many people with high-end PCs like i5 14 gen, i7 14 gen are getting low FPS. This is the most important factor. Okay, so come here, disable core isolation first. This is disabled. This is only first step. Now search for turn Windows features on and off. Okay, now this will open. Maximize it and make sure to check for this Windows subsystem or this hypervisor virtual machine platform, or even Windows subsystem for Android if you have like some old version also. So make sure these are disabled. If not, just uncheck them like this and disable by clicking OK, and then restart your PC. So that is second step done. And these were the first two steps. Now the third step, which is the most important, and for which you need to open registry. So let's just open the registry editor. Yes. So here is our registry. Now what you need to do is come here to HKey local machine software. Now, oh sorry, not software. Come to system. So system, current control set, control, and then scroll down. You will find device card. So you will see this enable virtualization based security. Just double click and it will be 1, make it 0. Okay, make it 0. And also, not just this, also you need to come here, Windows hello, you have to make it, it will be 1, you have to make it 0. Also you might see some other what you call, some other key also regarding security. I'll post a screenshot of it. You need to make that 0 also, and it is present in the latest processors like 14 gen or latest AMD processor. If you have, you might get that key, but I have some older processor, so I don't have that. I'll post a screenshot how it will look like, name and all. So you need to make that 0 also, or else it won't work. Now after this you need to open settings, and you have to come to accounts, sign in options, and here you need to like if you have like pin, Windows hello pin, okay, so you need to like remove that. You need to remove that and sign in with only your password. Okay, disable the Windows pin, hello pin, everything, anything that says Windows hello needs to be disabled here. Okay, like picture, fingerprint, facial recognition, anything that says Windows hello needs to be disabled. Then if you make it like 0 here, only then this will work. Or else if this stays enabled, then your virtualization based setting will stay enabled. And that is the thing that Microsoft changed in 24H2 onwards, and that is the biggest reason why your thing doesn't get disabled with just by turning core isolation off. Now if you do, how to check if it isn't, if it got disabled or not? First of all, you will see it in here, problem diagnosis, your Hyper-V will show disabled. One more thing you can do is open system information app, click open, and if you scroll down you will see virtualization based security, it will show not enabled. Okay, you can see this Hyper-V, these are all just what the computer supports, not if it is actually enabled or not. Okay, so it supports all of these Hyper-V things, but the main thing is this virtualization based security, and it should say not enabled, and that means your VBS is not enabled. And this is the like biggest thing that affects FPS on your PC in emulators. For games it might, I think for games it doesn't even affect now anything, maybe very little, but for emulators it is night and day, the performance which you can get by disabling this.